Tony Brothers, Nick Booker, and Michael Smith are officials. We are underway. Detroit wins the tap. Glad to have you along for the ride here at Barclays Center. Here is Marcus Sasser, the rookie out of Houston, first-round pick, 25th overall. Lob it inside, and Wiseman goes upstairs for the first points of the night.
Well, you have to find ways to motivate yourself and to compete. And for a guy like Cam Thomas, in my opinion, as you see Ivy knock down the three, and Jamal Murray comes up to me. We're playing. I don't remember what 19 teams he was on.
Sasser hits another three. No real numbers for Brooklyn. Schroeder, leave it. Thomas trailing. He'll hoist. And hit. Cam Thomas from deep.
Those are not the shots that you want to give up against this team.
Detroit's 5 of 8 from downtown to start this game. Clowney inside, up and under, and he does bank it home, plus the foul. Rodin comes up short.
People don't know that that's going to be our halftime show.
The swipe and score from Bridges.
But the way they're shooting. But the goal is to keep them under 35 and then continue to kind of build your defense as the game improves.
A little bit of zone from Brooklyn, and it gets diced up. Ivy on the drive.
Now, is that something that you would want called in the final 30 seconds of the game? No. But to set the tone here with 4 minutes to go in the fourth, that's a good one.
Sasser, another one. Now they will match up. They lost Rodin. Gets past Clowney. Pull up pop. Money. You saw Dorian right before tip. You could see the smile ear to ear. He is excited for this one.
Well, and you should be. Look, basketball is something that should be shared with the family. You're sitting right here.
Another shout out to the Mavericks organization for helping Elbert to eventually get parole, get out of jail, and he has really taken advantage now here tonight. Off the screen, leave it. Noel against Sharp. 2 for 1 going by the wayside, and it doesn't matter. There's the bucket from Noel. Shot clock and game clock have hit that 35-point mark. Walker, tough bucket from 3. He splashes it home. With some injuries across the Pistons roster. Noel with 7 to shoot, pulls over Walker and hits. He can score. He's shown it at every level. There's a reason he scored 50 on Wednesday. Spin baseline, Metu. Guarded by Walker. Metu scores over the top. And Schroeder got the switch on Metu. Had the opening, didn't take it. 5 to shoot for Wilson instead. Spin, step back. Oh, butter.
So, okay. Jokes aside, Vince Carter elected to the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Our teammate.
Yes. If you practice it, you can do it in the game. And that's something that VC would do, like as far as trick shots, like his layups and high degree difficulty. Like, he would work on that in his time. Seriously? When he was, 40, 41 years old, trying to do like a trick shot.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Those are things that are only for trained professionals.
I'm not going to judge my hops. Either way, Detroit has still just shot the lights out. They'll continue. Troy Brown Jr., the 8th three of the night for the Pistons. If you had played in a different era, how much different your game would have had to be?
Oh, definitely.
Because, I mean, it's literally almost polar opposite from when you guys were playing on just how bigs are spaced, how bigs are run up and down the floor.
And I remember the first time I ever did a 5-out offense was with the Boston Celtics with Doc Rivers, and we had KG, Paul Pierce, Rondo, and a bunch of shooters as well.
Bridges has 10, and the Nets now with 11 turnovers. This is 4 for Detroit, but starting to shoot the ball a lot better. Dennis Schroeder knocks that one down. Yeah, the ones that can see your luscious hair.
That's as long as they know.
Cam Thomas, he's starting to cook now. 8-0 Brooklyn run. Thomas up to 16. Fresh 14. Sasser could get it in cleanly. Ivy does get it. Ivy, that was unorthodox, but he does finish. 24-12 advantage in the paint for Detroit with a minute to play in this first half. Schroeder on Ivy, likes the matchup. Schroeder pulls and connects. 5-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Sasser, a lot of dancing, and he does get it to go. Sasser every which direction, 6.2 on the clock.
Not only does he play in the trenches, he is undersized in those trenches against a lot of players. So you have to make sure, if you're not 100%, you got to make sure you protect yourself.
Finney Smith, nice job on the body control, and Finney Smith is on the board.
Detroit only shot 2 free throws there in that first half, so they did a good job of defending without fouling, and they have to maintain that.
Thomas wiggles in, and Claxton pushes it through.
To me, I think that's his number. If he's at 4 or 5 assists a night, that's the part that's going to open up his offensive game. As you see, Metu knocked down a top of the key three. He didn't come out with the right intensity, so now you have to pick up the intensity.
Sasser connects on a three.
Sometimes it doesn't always work.
Reload with Schroeder. 8 on the clock. 7-0 Detroit run. Schroeder dances on road and gets the bucket for 2. Yes.
That's what you.
I wasn't going to say the mid-range, but they've gotten it done there too.
Yes, it's been impressive to watch.
Schroeder. Oh, the sneak through, and he puts it in. Dennis Schroeder.
Your future in this league is based off of your work ethic. You know, if you lock yourself in the gym and add different things to your game, as you see Sasser with the little turnaround jumper.
So Detroit really led by those 3. Clowney again.
And when one of your best players is putting forth that effort, that bodes well going into the fourth.
Thomas. Claxton was open for a moment. Instead, Clowney drains the 3. Long rebound. Schroeder looking to run the break. Late to recover. Claxton still down. Thomas doesn't care. Clowney inside. Puts it in. And 1. Metu inside. Working against Clowney. Swoops through for 2.
And that was good defense by the young fella as a perimeter player.
He's got the build almost similar to a guy like Trey Murphy in New Orleans at 6'10", still just 210. And Gibson left open, a little too much space. That's looking to capitalize. Watford turns the corner. Oh, nice job by Watford on the body control. All right, Nets down by 8, looking for their second consecutive win, looking to start this back-to-back with a win. Instead, Boeheim starts the 4th with a 3-ball. Wiseman back in there with 4 personal fouls. 12 to shoot. And it, Brown, he can't miss. Unconscious from downtown. Still scoreless in the second half. Noel hangs and tips it in.
You want to put the pressure on them early. Make them have to react.
Thomas, oh, he just gets it up in front of Wiseman for 2. It's in the NBA as he does in the G League. Metu forces the turnover. Flynn stops, feeds. Wiseman, tough catch and finish.
And I think, look, for Flynn, necessarily it's a fluke, but I think don't forget to maintain who you are and what you do.
Bridges hits the 3. Finally knocks one down. Bridges, it's a franchise record passing James Harden. Flynn responds from straight away. Noel, a 3. 17 of 33 now for Detroit. Around the horn it goes for Thomas. He's got Boeheim on him. They like the matchup. But instead now he's got to go at Metu. Hangs and can't hit. Rebound inside Finney-Smith. Thomas on the reload. His 3. Money! And now he's late to recover defensively. It's a 5-on-4. Noel takes advantage. Comes up short. Thomas leaking out after that play. Gets to the rim for the deuce. That's with a little pep in their step now. Approaching the midway point of this 4th quarter. Schroeder inside. Finishes. Through traffic. It's a 7-0 Brooklyn run and a Detroit timeout. 20 points for Metu. He's 9 of 9 from the floor. Schroeder ducks inside. That is a tough finish for Dennis Schroeder.
Well, and you have to find something to hang your hat on in these moments.
Ivy gets inside, and Clowney and Claxton in there together. Schroeder, leave it. Clowney, open. He buries it. A 3. Schroeder gets a screen from Wilson. Switch there with Brown. Curling. Thomas floats it up. Claxton, the Dark Knight rises. Thomas, rip through. Thomas, the drive, high off the window, too strong. Back tap, Schroeder, his 3-ball. It's good. Bullseye for Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder thought about it for a second. Now he'll run some offense. Schroeder, the wiggle, the pull, the hit. Dennis Schroeder knocks down a big one. Jab, Schroeder, sides, Schroeder, kick, Wilson's 3. Oh! The Nets end this game on a 19-0 run. They erase a 19-point deficit, and Brooklyn wins its 2nd consecutive game here at home. 113-1.